world. Welcome back to Aqua Malik. I'm just messaging the chat group that we're live, so give me a few seconds. Enjoy these gorgeous fish. If you're watching this on the replay, give it a thumbs up. Show your brother some love, and we're gonna be setting up the new air system. It's gonna be behind me up here. So give me a few seconds. We'll get that going. That's the plan today. I have a day off, so we gotta get this air going. This is room number 3. There's some fish in here. There's a lot of fish in here actually. So give these guys a thumbs up. And what's going on? Somebody's on the chat. Alright, so I'm gonna let people join in. I'm gonna message the chat groups, the members chat groups and stuff like that. And let them all know that we're live and stuff. What's going on, Leo? How you doing, Ciberpleco fans? Thank you. Thank you so much. I know I found the most rudest Italian barber in all of Brampton. Most likely all of Toronto. The guy is rude. His girlfriend's in her 20s, and this guy's like 65 years old, you know? Like he has like a shirt 3 buttons open, you know, like kind of slick and shit, and has this big ass chain, and like it's crazy. This guy is rude, and he's like telling me like all these things, and then he works in a hair salon, so he has like some tension with some of the women that work there. And it's funny because this is the funniest story ever, Leo. You're gonna love this one. I went into the barber salons in the mall, and I asked every single one. I showed a picture of like my previous haircuts from Joe, and I said, "Can you guys or anybody at your salon do this?" You know what I mean? And a couple of them said, "No, we don't cut men's hair." You know, one lady said, "I can't get this close." I'm like, obviously, I'm not gonna let you cut my hair, but like maybe there was somebody else at your salon that could, right? Whatever. Anyways, and I go to this salon, and she goes, "Yo, you have to come back in 1 hour." So this was on a Saturday. The guy wasn't there, so I was like, "Yo, okay, I'm gonna go, you know, do some other stuff." I didn't end up going back, but then the week after, I ended up going there, and he was there, and I'm like, "Yo, can you cut my hair?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I showed him the picture. He's like, "I got you, bro." I was like, "Okay." You know, like he seemed like competent enough. You know, he had the tools that I thought needed, and so it was good. Yeah, here's the results. You know, Daddy's very happy. Got a lot of compliments. So it's funny because you know, like this guy is rude. You know, like, but I love him. He's cool as hell. You know, me and him got on real well. I'm like, bro, like his name is Nick. I'm like, "Nick, we're gonna be buds, you know, we're gonna be best friends. I'm gonna invite you to my barbecues and stuff." You know what I mean? He seems cool enough to like come over, hang out with me and stuff on our days off because he doesn't. I don't think he works on Sundays, so could be something to do in the future. You know. What's going on, Sandy? How you doing? And DC Smith, what's up? What's up? So essentially, this whole ordeal has been like a big workout for me, but we're almost halfway there, I would say, you know. So these tanks need air system up and running, so I have my air pump. You guys want to see this? Let's open the air pump. Actually, let's do some unboxing. So I was at Home Depot. So this is everything I bought from Home Depot, and this is everything I bought from Home Depot like a few weeks ago. So not just that, there's more. So we'll sort through this stuff. You know, there's some zip ties. Oh yeah, I gotta set this up. This is the, let's look at that first. This is the bleed valve for the air loop. So we need 2 of these. So I'm gonna have the air loop going into 4 rooms. Hopefully it's gonna have enough capacity to run the Zebra Blackcoat's tanks as well. So that way I don't have to have any more pumps. So this is the bleed valve. You know, tighten this bad boy. So it's all plug and play, you know what I mean? Like so they made sure everything was like easy to like tighten and everything like that. And so this is a T-fitting, and basically I'm just gonna tighten the crap out of it. There we go. Oh. Okay, that hurts my hand. Let's say I gotta make sure I don't break it. And you know what? That's super tight. It's tight like a tiger. Okay, there we go. Alright, so then gotta tighten this guy. It's all like plug and play. I love this stuff. It's all from Gemco, by the way. So if you guys are not familiar with Gemco, check them out. Super cool store. So Gemco sent me two of these already taped and everything. So Gemco is awesome. I have a bunch of these. Like they send a lot of spare parts, but I'm not going with these. They also sent these. But I use the ones they sent that are pre-threaded and stuff in the other setup, the previous one. So I'm gonna use these ones here. I did buy another one, so we'll find that in a few seconds. Let's take this out. Put these guys back in here. So all of our 1/2 inch fittings are gonna go in here right now. This is a 1/2 inch barb fitting, so it fits into a 1/2 inch hose. Here's the hose. 3/4 inch outer diameter, 5/8 or it fits the 1/2 inch perfectly. That's what I use. 5/8 inner diameter, so 1/2 inch fits into this perfect. See? There we go. And we need tape, which we're gonna find. This is the other piece that goes with it, so it screws in. Tightens this way, so it's close now. And I have to use a screwdriver to screw this piece in. It's kind of hanging, so we gotta do a lot of work. We gotta go find a screwdriver. There's a ton of work in here. I'm glad you guys are all coming along for the ride. And I figured I'm gonna live stream these because I feel like this is something a lot of you guys will end up having to do if you are gonna have a fish room. And what's going on, Josh? I'm good, brother. Thank you. I think about you also. Let's hang out one of these days. Come by. Let's have some beers. I'm also planning to do a London trip, so like at that time I'm gonna come visit you. But if you're in the city, or if you can convince your wife to drive you here, bro, always welcome. I have a full fridge of beers, junk food. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's have some fun. What's going on, Jonathan? 3/4 hard PVC is nice. That's what we're using. 1 1/4 inch downstairs in the basement right now. But up here, because this is like a finished roof and stuff, I don't want to ruin it. So I'm using these eye hooks with the little eyelet and the hook. It's really hot up here. I have the AC going, but it's still hot up here. And I'm basically hanging stuff off of these because the stuff I'm hanging right now is not like super heavy duty. And basically, I have larger hooks, and I also need to buy some larger hooks. Home Depot is out of them. They only have these small guys. Got a lot of them. And but I'm gonna get larger hooks to hang my lights. And like I just need to go into the stud, so that's where the lights are gonna go for the top tanks. The bottom tanks are gonna get attached into the base of wherever it's on, either the wood or the metal. So that's the plan. But essentially, the reason I'm live streaming this, the smoke detector batteries need to be changed. You know what I mean? Like, need to be replaced, and I just haven't gotten around to it. I just set the smoke detector up here. I had the smoke detectors downstairs. I have 2 of them. I still have set up the carbon monoxide detector. I have set up the alarm system, the cameras. You know what I mean? Like, so like if somebody opened the door, it just dials 911 and the cops show up in like 5 minutes. It's Peel Region. The cops are super fast out here, actually. I can't even lie. Like, we have one of the best police services in the whole country, I bet. People hate the Peel police, but I mean, I like them. They're pretty fast responding. They are completely inept at dealing with traffic, though. They're like, these guys cannot control traffic. But I would assume if I was a cop in Peel Region, it would probably be the same, So, anyways, What's going on, Cassiology? Do I use hose clamps? Yes, I do. But right now I'm using zip ties for this application here. But I do use hose clamps also. I do. All right. So we're gonna put these guys down here. Got my tape measure. Let's take all of our connectors. Make sure I bought the right size. Usually I take one of the hoses, like this guy here, and then I plug it into like the connectors just to double check. I feel like I bought the wrong size. No, I didn't. I bought the right size. See? So it's crazy how the 1/2 inch fits perfectly into the 5/8. You know? So we got end caps. So if at some point if I want to, because this loop is going to go around the whole upstairs of the house, right? So it's a central loop. And thank you, Leo. And essentially, let's say when I finish working right now and there's no way to stop the air from going out, and I need to cap it, I have an end cap. I can just pop this bad boy in like halfway, so because it's not permanent, this is temporary, right? And cap my airline, and then have air running up here, and then have the loop set up in the middle room, which is room number 2, and then have the loop set up in room number 1, which is in the first room in the corner, and then also have an extender going through into room number 4, which is my bedroom. Because that's where the zebra subs are, right? So this is not all going to happen the same day, you know, so it's a lot of work. We'll get to it right now. So I just need to sort things out. Got a bunch of these hooks. I feel like I bought all the hooks in Home Depot because these were the smallest ones they had last time, and these were the smallest ones they had this time. So last time they had these also, but I ended up buying these guys because they're bigger. And I like bigger hooks because, like, you know what I mean? I want to put a decent amount of weight on it. But like these little guys will work, just had to put more for me. But they're also easier to put in, you know, into the drywall. So pretty nice trade-off. And since I'm not putting a lot of weight, and I'm putting a bunch of these little guys, it's not going to be too much of an issue. So see that. Need these. More hooks. That's what I was looking for. The straight connectors. So what these guys do is, let's say I have a shorter hose, and like I have 2 of these pieces that are coming and I need to attach it, but it's not long enough. I attach one of these guys. Pop it in. Attach the next hose. Extend over, connect, right? Super cool. So I'll let you guys watch the fish while I get organized, set up my new ladder that I just picked up, also from Home Depot. Oh, actually, it is set up. Look at it. Okay, let's turn the camera around and look at the ladder. So that's the ladder from Home Depot that we just picked up. It's a 2-step ladder, and I'm like 5'8", so, and a little bit maybe sometimes. In the mornings, you know. So this ladder helps me keep myself closer to the ground, but also gives me enough height to reach the ceiling, which is up there, as well as height to deal with any of the taller tanks that might be up here. So this is the upstairs ladder, and there's not a lot of tall tanks up here anyways. So this is probably going to end up being in the living room soon, but for now, we are going to keep it up here to do the work. James Channing. Are you still thinking about doing a Playco tank setup guide for beginners in the future? There's actually a few videos on my channel for that. There's a few Playco tank setups for hype ancestors and stuff. I set up a tank for the L471s. There's also a setup guide for the Zebra Playco tank, which basically is for any Playco. You just have to upsize the caves based on the size of your fish. So if you have larger fish, just get larger caves for them, but the setup is the same. There's a few videos actually. So there's an entire playlist called the Playco playlist. There's like 104 or 105 videos there that are basically talking about Playco care, Playco basics, you know, how to set up the tank, how to feed them depending on what you're keeping. Mostly specific towards like meat eating plecos, but there's also sections about omnivorous fish and somewhat herbivorous fish in there as well, various different species. So 100 plus videos there. Yeah, so hope you find that valuable. Let me know if you want me to clarify anything after watching it. Sorry, buddy. How you doing, Jonathan? Nonstop Aquatics in the house. Hope you're having a good day at work, bro. It's super hot. I'm glad I have the day off today. It's not really a day off, like I'm working still, but you know, I'm not at work. I'm working at home today, so I'm doing all this stuff, and it's super hot. If I was at work, I'd be chilling right now, just under a tree somewhere, or like, you know, somewhere comfortable. They have AC at work too this week. We're at a abandoned school. I don't know. It's asbestos and stuff. I'm not happy about any of that. But you know, hope you're having a good day at work. Work is good, man. Pays the bills, you know. I wish I was at work right now, but I'm here. I'm working. I'm making a video with you guys, so that's productive, you know. I'm setting up the air loop, which is productive. I went to Home Depot. I bought everything I needed. Just got back like not too long ago. Cracked a beer. Thought, hey, we should probably live stream this because, you know, somebody might find this valuable. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My pleasure, James. I mean, I'm gonna make more videos. I actually have a few that I've recorded. I just haven't had time to edit them, and I just don't want to do half-ass videos. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I want them to be good. So you know, like, cause I work in film, so if my videos are like crappy, you know what I mean? Like, can't put my name on it. You know what I mean? So, oh, it's saying the batteries though. Alright. So, we have all the parts. I think the next order of business is to get the pump out. So let's do that. This is the piece of styrofoam I'm going to use underneath the pump. So, I already have that. Let's put that over there. You guys want to look at dantums? These are super pretty fish. There we go. What you think? Nice, right? Alright. Okie dokie. Let's look at the pump. What do you think of the fish? You guys like them? Yeah, beer is definitely nice right now. Awesome, Leo. Thank you so much for doing that. You know, you guys really make really like that little bit of extra like member support is what really pushed this move. You know, like being able to afford this whole house because it's rented, right? Like, so like, you know, like I gotta come up with the extra little bit. I'm by myself. Like, I don't really have anybody else contributing for rent. You know, whatever. So now all the members are definitely helping out by doing their part, and the members have like a lot of fun, cool stuff for in return. So it's worth, I think, being a member. I don't know. Ask Leo what he thinks. Leo, do you like being a channel member? Do you think you're getting your money's worth? I need a cutter, like something to open this, and I don't have my tools on me. Now I would probably need some tools. So you guys watch the fish while I go find a knife, okay? So these are dantums. They're albino dantums. So Michael bought these. So these are our fish. You know, he bought for the fish room as a gift, like a housewarming thing. Nice, thank you. Rohan has a good question there, but it's very difficult to tell. Like, these are all males and females. Can you tell which ones are males or which ones are females? No, they're just trying to kill each other regardless. They're bullyish fish, you know, especially these albino dantums I'm finding are very, very bullyish. Um, what's going on, Christopher? How you doing, brother? Alright, I'm gonna go find a knife or like something sharp to cut this with. So watch the fish, give me a second. Let me go find that tool that we need. Alright, sorry about that. Couldn't find a knife, but I did find a key. Ta-da! So something about these pumps I gotta tell you guys and girls is that, here, let's turn the camera around so you can see the buddy. There's the pump. Is that it's from Junko. It's manufactured in wherever that is, in Japan, I would believe. 'Cause this looks like Japanese writing, Nito Kohaki, Kohoki. Koki, Nito Koki, needle blower. Ta-da! Not a paid advertisement. Something about these pumps is they have to stay upright. See the arrows? You cannot tilt this guy. Okay? It needs to stay straight. So you might have to pay extra shipping to get it to you, but it's totally worth it. I believe these guys are about $200. Not 100%. I can't remember. I just bought them, but I just can't remember. I have the receipts. It's definitely a tax deductible expense. You know? We're operating this as a business, so all these little expenses are deducted as tax or expenses, I guess. So, means I pay less taxes, right? Somebody at my work was complaining. Not at my work, but at one of the job sites I work at, was complaining that they paid so much taxes. And this is somebody that's pro-communism, you know what I mean? So I said, buddy, this is what you want, right? You're all communism, right? So he's like, yeah, like 1,300 paycheck and 600 of it was taxes. And I'm like, yeah, that's what you guys voted for. I didn't vote for that. Like, you know what I mean? I'm against that stupidity, but that's what they vote for. And he's not even considering that after he gets his remaining $700 out of that 1,300 for paying 600 in taxes, he's only actually taking like 85% of that home, because every time he spends money, just like I do in Toronto, we pay 13% sales tax. You know what I mean? On every dollar. So every dollar you're paying 13 cents on top of it on sales taxes. So you're basically paying more than 50% of your income in taxes, even when you're like one of the poorest people on the planet. Like the guy, when you're making $1,300 in Canada, that a week or every 2 weeks, that's like peanuts. You know what I mean? You can't even move with that. You know what I mean? Gas is like $2.50 a liter. So, or $2.20 or whatever. You know, today I pumped for $2, $1.97 actually, because I know a gas station that is for trucks, and I go there. So this is our air pump. Needs to stay straight, you know. But yeah, I am not for taxes. I'm totally like, I mean, some taxes are good, but like paying 40% or above of your income in income taxes, and then another 13% after that in sales taxes seems bloody ridiculous to me. What am I getting for that? Nothing. like gender ideology being taught in schools and ruining the lives of kids and stuff. Are you kidding me? That's what I'm paying taxes for? Hell no. You know what I mean? So coming back to the pump, I love this pump, and it's a really nice pump. Keep filter clean. Check every 6 months, more frequently in dirty conditions or outdoor. Keep or replace if necessary. So I have to remember to ask Gemco to send me replacement filters. You can wash the filters actually. Just it's like a meshy, rubbery material, right? It's really nice in there, and just have to keep them clean. And you can hear the filter when you tap on it. So this is where the air goes in from. So I'm planning to put this on top of my dresser here, right there in the corner where that stethoscope is sitting currently. This is a stethoscope for work. When I play a doctor, I like to have my own because I don't want to put their nasty ass stethoscope in my ears. So I have my own. And alright. So let's put the pump where it's supposed to be. Very nice. I like that. Looks good, right? What you guys think? Let me know on the comment section. Now, do you want to see how much noise it makes? Okay, let's go look at the other one. Oh, we have one running already. Oh my God, I almost died. Okay, I gotta be more careful because there's a lot of obstacles on the floor still. And so we're on room number 1 right now. I'll go near the pump so you can see the pump. How much noise do you think that's making? So the truth is, the bubbles in this room make more noise than the pump. See? Super quiet. I love it. So I'm gonna have 2 of these bad boys running upstairs. I think that's gonna be sufficient to run all 4 rooms. And then if I need to, I'll put see, I don't mind all the mess. This is where the next rack is gonna be. And then I put a 3rd pump here if I need to. But I don't think I would because I'm bleeding a ton of air. Right now I don't it's not gonna be like tanks on tanks that need a bunch of air up here either. A lot of these tanks, these are like secondaries. You can see a lot of these tanks are already running on other filters. So it's just to have air and to run the Magnum filters, which is what I really like to run in my fish room. But they're super quiet pumps. I really like them. Lost my tripod. So I almost tripped on it and fell. I didn't fall, but I almost fell. Where's the tripod? There's the tripod. I need a new tripod. I need a lot of new stuff actually. I was just realizing I was at Home Depot. I'm like, I need like half the stuff at Home Depot at least, But all in due time, not in a rush, because I don't have a lot of money to continue to buy stuff. Keep going to work, sell some fish, and so I'm a regular ass person. Okay, we need a screwdriver. So let's find out. So you guys are along for the ride with me. I'm sorry if this is like long and stuff, but this is what setting up an air loop is. Essentially, it's a lot of work. Takes about, I would say 2 to 3 hours if you want to do like 2 hours realistically. Like once you're in the setup process. So this is my tool area. Should be one screwdriver here, or there she is. Alright, Fender screwdriver. So this is a new system I'm utilizing. Mike was the one who came up with it. Everything has its own covered and area. So once you use it, you put it back exactly where that is, and you know where everything is. So neither of us have to go hunting for stuff inside the house. And then it's making my life quite easy actually. And Daddy like, ooh, she works. Okay. Alrighty. So we got our bleed valve set up. which is nice. And we're walking past Sandy Diamond's amazing artwork. If you guys are not following Sandy Diamond, find her on YouTube. And so let's quickly look at this. Super talented artist. There's gonna be more. She's doing an angelfish drawing. I mean, I love that drawing that she's doing right now. It's a painting, I guess, in oil on a big canvas. This is also a big canvas. See how big it is? So this is like gonna be all her works, all here, and then I'm gonna try to get some hooks up there and then hang some more there. But to get there is like a little difficult because I mean you gotta come up the stairs. You gotta put a ladder in here. Okay. This guy's gonna go for like the next. How do I mute someone? There we go. Have you kept? Yes, definitely. It's actually quite easy if you do like a daily 50% water change. You don't really need filters. Filters just to back up at that point. On a day where you might say, okay, I'm not doing a water change today. Okay. Okay. Alright, there we go. So we're gonna use this bleed valve for sure. Yeah, actually I have two clutches. I don't know if you knew that. I'm expecting another trapping, but the house is so warm. Their tanks are like super warm, so over the next couple of days, overnight, I'm gonna try to cool it down with the AC and also having some windows open upstairs, because the AC controller and thermostat is in the main floor, and as soon as it reaches that temperature in the main floor, it turns off. And the basement's cool, so like you don't even see how the door open, because I want some of that cool air coming in. It cools up the living room quickly, and then up here it's super humid and muggy, so it stays super warm. What's the temperature at? We can go check. Let's go check. Okay, so that's the ZEB tanks. And our thermostat thingamajiggers. Let's get that. Whoa. It's 86 degrees Fahrenheit. That's pretty warm. Now remember, I'm not using any heaters or anything up here, so it's just actual temperature in this room. I cannot sleep in here right now. It's super warm. So the AC is on, but like it's not pushing enough AC up here, so I might have to get a secondary AC for that room. But I'm just poor right now. I can't afford to spend money on another AC. I need to buy other things before that. Like it's not realistic for me to buy an AC right now. I need to buy another dehumidifier, so forget the AC and I'll sleep downstairs for now. Anyways, it's super warm, and it's a really hot day out here in Canada today, in Toronto. And that window on that room is like exposed to the sun, so it warms up real fast during the day. At night it cools down more, but during the day it's like, oh my god. These rooms are actually like bearable. In here it is 82.4. So this room is like more bearable, and that's why I have fish in these rooms, and only zebra plecos in the other room, because they can handle the warmer temperatures in the summertime. Send me some cool air, Sandy. Oh, I have fans. I do. I have fans downstairs on right now, pushing air out and stuff. I have the AC on. It's quite comfortable downstairs, so that's something. These rooms are not designed properly. The upstairs rooms, I guess they're the kids' rooms. Nobody thought about like the well-being of the kids. Let them suffocate in the heat. That's essentially the idea. But yeah, I'm not complaining. I'm happy. Um, so I've got some instructions. This is the actual product number. It's probably a warranty. So Junko is a really good company. I really like dealing with them. So I'm gonna put this underneath the filter. So if something goes wrong, I have the serial number and all the product information right beside it. And this is going to be the styro that it's going to sit on. Okay, so let's go do that. And I think I will need the step ladder for this. I'm telling you guys and girls, don't be looking at my RSN stuff. Okay, unfortunately you might see it, but don't look at it. Close your eyes. Okay. Oh, perfect size too. There we go. There we go. Right in the corner. It's not gonna fall off. I don't think there's a nice ledge here. You know. And I push it a little back because I need my air loop. Okay. There's a part missing, so we're gonna go find that part right now. Junko sends everything you need, but you know, it's in bags, separate bags and boxes. So sometimes I'm like leaving bits and pieces behind downstairs and stuff. I think I left it down here. Okay. What are we missing? We're missing the U-hook. Oh, there it is. Alright. Found it. So this is the actual apparatus. This has another bleed valve, which is extra for the main floor. And I'm gonna buy one more for the upstairs if I need it. Right now, 2 is good enough. I don't need 3 bleed valves, upstairs. So, but you will see what comes with it, what they sent me. This is like, like the complimentary. Like I paid for the bleed valve, I believe, but everything else is like complimentary with the pump. They just send you extra bits. Like John and his team are amazing at Junko, so you guys should definitely give them a call. Oh, crappy tripod. Okay, so what we need out of this bag. See, individually packaged. So there's a few things in here. There's a bleed valve, the tap for the bleed valve, a T connector, which we're going to use for our air loop. Has a little hose, has an elbow. This is a rubber elbow. I don't know if you can see me squeezing it. So it's movable. Has some clamps that you can use. One for the pump. This is where the pump connects into, and one to secure it here. Okay, let me see what you sent me. I have one of these, I think. Oh no, this is cool. This has its own little tiny little fans. Entry air. So this goes up on the corners. Okay. Nonstop Aquatics is my idea guy. He's good with this stuff. Thank you. Kenneth is laughing. But yeah, Jonathan is good with finding stuff. All the time too. Like anytime I need to find something, I was like, yeah, like, if you like, oh, here's a link, or here's what you need. So cool. Thank you. Yeah, I might need to get that actually. Oh, I definitely do need a new air conditioner also, because just up here in one of the rooms where the good thing is at night it's not super warm. It has an alligator clip. I don't know if you guys know how this works. You just clip. I can show you actually. So clip out. It's nice. And I'm just gonna clip in here. Once this gets connected. So first thing we're gonna do is connect this guy. It's already in, so we don't really need to go any further. So John already did that for me. And I'm gonna put my clamp here, which stops the thing from coming off. Okay. So move the other clamp over. Now this is going to be a little tricky to film, but I'm going to be up there putting it together. What I'm essentially doing is plugging this piece into our pump that we already put up here, okay? And then also, well actually, this piece right here. So I'm hooking this rubber piece, see, malleable rubber, just going to stuff it in and then use the clamp to hold it in place, making sure this top part is going towards the roof. So, because the air loop's going to go around up here, right? So I want this to be like that, going up the roof, upwards. Okay? Okay, so let's do this one. Give me 30 seconds and just plug this back girl in. Alright. Okay. Once it's done, I'm going to bring the camera up and show you guys how it looks. Okay. So if anybody that's still sticking around, there's 9 of you guys watching. So this is how interesting this type of work is. It's not the most interesting work, but it's work. So we plugged it all the way in. Okay, the rubber is all the way up there, and then I moved this clamp into place. Okay, there it is. So clamp, rubber, air tube, and then we can bring the pump up more. And then there's this clamp which needs to go on and be tightened. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to put the camera down because I need both hands. Okay. Let's see if this is going to give us a better angle. There we go. Okay. So the idea is to get this back onto the hose because it's off the hose right now. So I might have to. There we go. And it's clamped. All right. Okay. Can you see the pipe? The pipe's up here. Okay. So there's going to be a T connector going on to the pipe. So let's put that in right now. Let's grab ourselves a T connector, which is what Gemco sent us in the package. So they come with one of these. And also one of these, right? 2 of these, which we are going to utilize onto this. So I'm just going to attach them loosely right now, just so that I don't lose them. This is all one apparatus, and then these go into the 5/8 inner diameter tubing that we have. See? See? Perfect fit. Right here. Perfect fit. Right? So this is what we're going to use downstairs as our loop. So actually I'm going to use these 2 parts right now. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so we're gonna save this for downstairs. We need to buy 2 more of these from the hardware store, because I used the other 2 in my other connector, and here we are. So connect these guys. I would probably need to put tape on this, so let's do it. Where be my tape? There it is. There be my tape. I was gonna buy like an 8-pack of these today at Home Depot, but then I stopped myself because I was like, I don't need 8-pack. I just need 1 or 2. There's another one downstairs right now, so we're good right now. We don't need any more tape for today. We just need to have this up and running today, so that's the plan for the day. And then I will feel accomplished. So thank you so much for coming along for the ride. And if I forgot to give thanks to God from earlier, I just want to take a moment and say it's a great day. It's warm as hell, but it's a really good day, so I'm really grateful to God for that. And for all of you guys and girls that are here with me through this journey. We are out of tape, but like I said, just be grateful, because that's the only way to live a happy life, at least. You can probably live an unhappy, confused life, not being grateful, but if you want to live a happy life, it's important. What's going on, Deb Moy? Thank you for becoming a member again. And I've been watching you fish on Facebook. Buddy, you got some pretty fish over there. So we're like attaching this T-connector with the barb fittings for our bleed valve. This is our nipple for the bleed valve. It's called the nipple. I probably should use pliers, but I think I got a pretty good seal already. Again, like this is going to be more air than I need right now, so I'm not too worried about a little bit bleeding. But I guess we can go find the pliers. There's also fish in the basement that you guys might want to see, so we can go look at them. Let me know if you think they got bigger. Here, let me grab something from the room. Need to find my phone. Alright. We're looking for pliers. We're going to take this piece with us because we're going to use the pliers and leave it at our tool area downstairs in the basement. We have 2 tool areas. Alright. So, Sandy's painting. Let's look at that quickly. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. I love it. Thank you so much, Sandy, for sending me this beautiful painting. Okay, what's going on, Nature's Camera? How you doing? We got some discus on the walls. Some more discus on the walls. There it is. Nice. And messy area. I gotta clean up, and all this mess gets to rearrange and moved, and it's a lot of work to do. Got fish down here. These guys need to be sorted and moved into the basement. We're gonna go down there right now. There's Princess Peach. She's having a good day. She likes sitting here for some reason. Seems like it's her spot. Alright. Okay. Go in the basement. I'm not gonna live stream too long because I'm hungry as I haven't eaten anything yet, and I had a beer, so already I'm very hungry. So I'm gonna let you guys sit here and watch me go find the pliers. It should be here. Ow. I keep banging into this thing. I don't know why, but like every time, it's always the same spot on my hand. The pliers are not here. Okay. So they're not here, which means they could be over here on the workbench area. They're not here either. I should have picked up a pair of pliers, because we need another pair of pliers.
Okay, so I can't find the pliers. That's a problem. So this is always the stuff like that. This slows me down a bit. Alright, I can't use my key for that. Let's do. Yeah. That's not gonna work. What's going on, Dillian? How are you? I'm making a central air loop. So I'll show you guys what we have down here. So this is the air loop right now here. There's a PVC going across. Tap, tap, tap. Air coming, going into the tank. Tap, tap, tap. Air comes, goes in the tank. And there's no lights on these yet, but these are ready to go. These 4 tanks, we already set them up. Styro underneath. There's already water in them too, see? We gotta fill them up, but you know, it is what it is. And then these 2 are set up, ready to go. Got our discus tanks running. So that's the one downside here right now, is that the tank behind me. There we go. Show you guys. The other tank is right here, so the space is limited to film, but these are not like, you know, like video tanks or anything like that. They're just in good condition. So these are baby discus. We're growing out. Some of these guys are going to be available for sale. I'm definitely keeping these ones here. First one. Maybe that one, I don't know. See how that turns out. Definitely these red ones. This one. They're gonna look nice. And then down here, there's 2 that I want to keep also. This one. This one. This guy right here. You guys hungry? Let's be there. Whilst we're down here, let's be productive. Okay, so we just fed them. They're all eating. What's going on tomorrow? Yeah, we have central air pumps. We have 2 of them here. Very nice, Dillian. Thank you so much. So up here we have 2 central air pumps. There's one right there, big one, and then there's another big one on the other side. So let's look at this big guy. It's loud. This is an old pump. It's from Bob Wilson, and we're bleeding a lot of air also. Like the bleed valve's open here. There's no nipple here. See the difference? So you can have a bleed valve like this. Okay. You can have a bleed valve. There we go. Okay, so that's your bleed valve. Okay, so now it's like somewhat closed and you can see air coming out. But the pressure is still low. Some of the air, the filters are not on. This one's on, this one's on. But the air stones are not on, the other filter's not on. Okay, so we're going to increase the pressure in the loop. Now you can see some, fuck, sorry. I screwed up, okay, because it's not plumbed in yet. These were not glued, right? It's pretty temporary. So what happened here was, sorry, there we go. 1 second. It came off the teeth, so fix that problem. Okay. Alright. Okay, back to business. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, so it's like, I don't know, 25% in or whatever. Or out, and then that's the air pressure. Okay? There's still pressure. All the tanks are running. And then now we're going to close it completely. There you go. Not completely, but like, you know, that's where we like to have it right now. And then you have this here. Then all the air stones, everything's pushing. But it's still bleeding considerable amount of air through there. You know what I'm saying? You can actually hear it and feel it. It's not closed. And then you still have air in these tanks. That one's not up yet. It's a little bit. I don't know if you can see it. There's a little bit of air on that. There's trickles coming out of this one. These guys are running at full force though. See? This one right here also. Just can't see it. But the loop continues up to here so far. This pipe is here is gonna get replaced from like over there in the corner where it's still in 1.25 inch, and it's gonna go all the way across as 1.25 inch till the end of this loop, supplying air for all the tanks that are here. Again, the setup is not finalized, so it's still temporary, but it is coming along really well, and things are moving, which I'm pretty happy about. So, actually, let me turn off the fluorescents, because we don't need them on right now. Alright, so we couldn't find the pliers. I don't know where they are. We'll find them eventually. I'm still gonna set it up, I think, the way it is. I might have to go back to Home Depot. Pick up a set of pliers. Depends. We'll see how it goes. Anywho, so that's what's going on over there in the basement. And as far as the central air system goes, oh, actually, let me check my tool area here. 1 second. Sometimes some of the tools end up here. Cutters, a saw, a Dremel, secto, hammer, sanders. Don't know what that is. Seems important. Keep that for now. Oh, there's batteries. Wrong size batteries for the smoke detector, so gotta buy batteries next time we're at the Home Depot. Okay, we do not have pliers, but we'll go up and start getting things going without the pliers. Or at least I'll show you guys what's gonna happen once I do find the pliers. Or go pick up some new ones. Essentially, for the purpose of the video, we will have our hooks. Ta-da! Okay, installed on the roof. Clip, 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 clip. And then all the way around, clip, 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 and then have our manifolds, which are these. Ta-da! It's a custom designed by Gemco. Nice. Smells like PVC. And so they're connecting to our connectors, and And then this connector could even connect into this right here. So I guess we can even do that right now. So we want to taps this way. Figure out where things are going to be. There it is. There she glows. Actually, probably should wait till I tighten this a bit more. But basically connected there, like so. And your taps are in the front. The valves are in the front, so you can operate them. This is going to be against the wall like that, but behind you guys on the other side. So I have an 8-pack, and actually this is a 12-pack, so it has 12 outlets, and there's 8 outlet pack here, giving us a total of 20 outlets for this room right now, and there's 8 tanks, okay? So there's 12 extra valves for air stones, breeder boxes, whatever else that we want to run off of air. There's going to be extra valves, and this pump can run between 25 and 30 tanks at full capacity, and these are small tanks, they're not big tanks or anything, and so therefore this pump should be able to run this room as well as the other zebra pleco room and have some air still bleeding, and then we can connect it into the central loop which goes through the whole upstairs of the house. The whole thing is like gonna be done the same way, all the house. I might not live stream any more of this unless you guys want to. Depends, you know what I mean? Depends on the timing and stuff. Today I have time. I have the day off, so I was playing around a little bit on what to do. And I know I didn't live stream Sunday, so that's why I did it today. So I was dealing with something on Sunday, which some of you might know if you are a channel member and you were close. I might have told you if we messaged on Sunday. Otherwise, you wouldn't know what happened, and you can't even see what happened anymore unless I told you. So it is what it is, life. Just want to say thank you so much for being here. I love each and every one of you. And there's no point trying to set this up without the pliers because I need to tighten this more. And so I'm probably going to end up going to Home Depot, pick up pliers, come back, finish this. Thank you so much. I love you all. If you have any questions, let me actually get to those. Yes, I'm going to have a central air loop going through the whole house. Thank you, Troppled. Yeah, I'm going to have central air going through the whole house. Notice a few online sellers saying that wild fish breed more. No, Kenneth, here's the thing. Wild fish can breed really good, but tank bred fish will breed in aquariums much easily than wild caught fish because tank bred fish are already raised in an aquarium. If you just get wild fish, chances of them breeding are there but lower than tank bred fish. Like for example, let's take discus. There's 10 discus, my friend has them and I want to buy them really badly. So now we're in a business scenario where I have another person directly involved in the management of this facility. So I can't just willy-nilly go and buy a fish, you know what I mean? Especially if it's $1,000, right? If it's like $150, $100, $200 for like 10 fish, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be as much of a big deal because it's a smaller investment. But even then, you know, like I have to run all those by my partner in crime in terms of fish breeding. And so I called Michael and I said, hey, like there's these 10 fish, should I buy them? And he said, how old are they? I'm like, I don't know, they're adult fish. And he was like, okay, probably not a good idea right now because we have a lot of expenses and those fish are not likely to breed right away, which is true, because those 10 fish, they're still getting used to being in aquariums. They're still not putting on a lot of weight. They haven't paired up yet, you know what I mean? And we don't even know how old they are. So they could be really old, they could be at the end of their breeding cycle. So all these factors factor into that equation. Now, I'm not saying that there might be a pair in there that will pair up and spawn tomorrow morning. I'm not saying that that's not a possibility, but chances of that happening are quite small comparatively to, like, if I were to buy 10 tank bred discus, that those 10 fish would pair up and spawn, because I would know their age, I would know exactly more details about them, and they're more used to being in aquariums. They're already readily eating our food and whatnot. Um, so that's something to keep in mind. Tank bred animals definitely are superior in terms of breed stock when it comes to like breeding readily, but in terms of genetics, that's a different story. Tank bred animals might be inbred for like to the point where they're not viable breeders. So that's a problem that you might have to remedy by making sure you buy fish that are bred by an ethical breeder that's not constantly breeding brother and sister like over like 10, 20 generations and creating genetic issues, you know what I mean? You have to manage that in a controlled manner so that you are not creating like genetic, more bottlenecking essentially. The same problems get bred back to each other and back to each other, back to each other. You know what I mean? So that's something to keep in mind. But as long as you're breeding from healthy stock, then tank bred fish, I believe, are superior for breeding. So that's my position, and that's I think where Michael stands as well when it comes to it. But the flip side to that is if you are able to buy really small wild fish, like for discus, for example, if they were selling discus that are this big or maybe this big, wild caught, I would pay top dollar and buy like 10 or 12 of those and grow them out myself, have them being used to being in my aquariums for the last year and then breed them, and I believe that the chance of those breeding are higher than fish that just came out of the wild that as adults. The same thing applies to Ultims. I have a group of Ultims. I have 5 of them left. I sold 5, for 900 Canadian dollars, cheaper than what they are at the store, mind you. So I gave the guy a discount, $180 a fish. So I have 5 left that I'm trying to pair up. There's 2 pairs in there, I believe. Those I've had since they were this big in terms of body size, so like tiny little things, like a nickel or a quarter. So there's more chance of those breeding, but even then, they still are not paired up. So, well, fish lovers, aren't you excited? Happy to see you too. If there's any other questions, I'll get to them quickly. If not, we're gonna. And corner fans are a really good idea. Thank you for that. Love from Canada, bro. So I'm signing off. So I will see you all on live stream. Not Friday. I'll try to do one Saturday after Michael's live stream. I think that's a good time for me to start live streaming. Because Fridays I'm working this Friday actually again. And then I'll try to do the Sunday live stream as usual. Thank you so much, and fish lovers, thank you so much. I love you all. God bless you. I will see you soon, and I will have this up and running hopefully by then. Please tell something about Plecos. So, if you want to learn about Plecos, you are the idea guy, Jonathan. If you want to learn about Plecos, there's 108 or 104 videos on my channel. It's called the Pleco playlist. So you click on my channel and then you find this tab called playlists. So underneath that it says the Pleco playlist. It has 100 and something videos, more than 100 videos explaining everything, basic information about Plecos, also some breeding information. There's a lot of details about zebra Plecos there, but there's a separate playlist for that. But there's how to breed them, how to set up your tanks, how to say to get the flow, how to get your fish to come out, how to get your fish to eat. All that is in the Pleco playlist. So if you haven't, please check that out. And I believe it's worth watching several times over. A lot of these videos have a lot of valuable information. Even I myself go and watch sometimes just to kind of see what I've said and refocus and you know what I mean, and also to get ideas for new videos where if I might have missed something. But I believe there's a lot of value in watching them. So hope you find some value in that.
Nature's camera says hello. Hello to you too. I already said hello to you earlier, I believe. I think you're saying hello to fish lovers. Okay, thank you so much. And Nature's camera, get at me on Messenger, unless you already did. Vinay just unsent a message. Okay, so the secret chat is bumping. So all the messages, all the members have access to a secret chat group, and the breeder level members and the master breeder level members have access to their own chat group. And I also give out my personal contact information to the master breeder level and breeder level members, so that they can contact me, FaceTime me personally, and we can talk about what's going on in their tank and help them out that way. So all the members get the, you know, like I do my best to give you guys your money's worth. It is a piston pump. It is 100%. I don't know if I mentioned it. I think I didn't. So the linear piston pumps are the best way to go. I really like them. They're quiet. They work really well. So that's what we're using right now. This is a linear piston pump. And thank you so much. That's a really good point. Yes, if you can get your questions answered within the day, most of the time, and like if you text me like Jonathan does, or like Leo does most of the time, or direct Facebook message like Steven does sometimes, and Steiner, Sandy does that. I get back to you like within, like, most of the time right away, like, because I'm on my phone, I'm at work, I have, like I'm on my mark, I'm like standing there, and like a lot of times I check my phone. If it goes off, it vibrates, I pull it out, like, just quickly see who it is, okay, put it in my pocket, and the next time I'm like off, like, off my mark and I don't have to be there and I'm not doing anything, quickly get back to you guys. So there's definitely that option for the breeder level and the master breeder level members. So thank you so much. And Stubbs, there you are. Thank you. I found the most rudest Italian in all of Brampton who is a barber. And he is rude. I love him. You know what I mean? Like, he's just like a straight up dude. Like, and so we had a good conversation while he was cutting my hair. And I think I'm going to go back to him regularly. Not a diaphragm pump. Yes, agreed. Agreed. Diaphragm pumps are garbage. Like, I mean, it's good for smaller applications, but then you have to replace them regularly. These pumps last like 10 years. They're really good. So definitely not a diaphragm pump. All right, I'm gonna sign off. Thank you so much, and I will see you all. Well, in your case, yeah, because we both wake up at the same time to go to work. So when I wake up, usually I'll have messages at 5 o'clock from Jonathan here, and it's fun, because I'm like, okay, now I'm like texting him back while I'm getting ready or something, and like, it's cool, because I'm up and running at that time. I'm feeding fish, I'm doing stuff, you know what I mean? So, and then, if I don't have time, so if I'm driving to work already, and if he messages me, I'm just like, like I get to work or I'm taking the transport truck. That's when I usually get back to everybody. When I'm in the transport, like if I'm going out of town, in the morning they have a transport vehicle for us to go in, and so I've been opting into taking that because gas is so high. It makes no sense for me to like drive my own car unless they're paying me for gas. Sometimes they do, which is nice. But yeah, so that's what's going on in my life right now. And Jonathan gets a glimpse of that because he's a friend also. I can't just say he's just a member. You know what I mean? He messages me about personal stuff. We talk about other things outside of fish, fun, cool stuff too. But but yeah, like in terms of fish stuff too, you can message me at like 5 in the morning about like something going on with the Super Playgo tank. You know what I mean? So it's going to be noisy. Diaphragm pumps are noisy as hell. Yeah. I don't like them. I mean, I do have some. We are running them with the fish. The zebra plecos are on a diaphragm pump right now. There's 4 outlets on that. So it's like a commercial type of like, those grow up type diaphragm pumps. So it's not bad. It's pretty quiet, but I'd rather have like complete silence from my pump, which is linear piston. That's the way to go. And thank you, Nature's Camera, for reminding me to make that a point, because that's something I actually wanted to talk about today, which I didn't because there's so much going on. So we'll have this up and running in the next couple of days. I'll live stream with you guys soon, and God willing, I'll have it running by then. Hopefully today, because I need to get this going. So I'm gonna
eat and go to Home Depot again now and try to get pliers. Thank you so much. I love you all. God bless you. I will see you. You don't need a barber. Oh, nice. That's good. Um, well, aren't you lucky? I have to go to one every 2 months. Otherwise, I look like fresh off the boat Indian person, and yeah, it's not fun. There's people at work think like, okay, this is how this guy looks every day. I'm like, no, I'm getting paid to look like this right now, but I don't look like this on a regular day. So when I cut my hair and now I'm back at work, they're like, oh, nice haircut. I'm like, this is how I kind of normally look every day, because like I had hair like up to here. Oh my God, it was like bush monkey. But anyways, I love you all. God bless you. I'll see you soon. Okay, bye. What's going on, Ray? Always late, right at the last minute. Okay. Okay. Since Ray's here, I'm gonna give some updates that's coming up for you guys and girls. I did go to a new pet store in Oakville. Super cool spot. Tom or Tim? I believe it's Tim. I can't remember 100%, but I do have their card. And Mai, his wife's name. They have a new child and stuff, and they have a new pet store, fish store. It's a how do you say it? Aquascape oriented store with lots and lots of plants. Like, I mean, 2 floors of planted tanks. It's amazing in there. Lots of plants, lots of plant related supplies, little tanks. You know what I mean? That's a little on the higher end of the market, but for where it is, I think the prices are really good. The fish were really nice and healthy, and I'm definitely going to be supplying them as well. It's called Nature's Aquaria. I'm really happy about their store, and things are looking real nice in there, so I'm super happy. I did a video, so that's coming up. And I do have a fish room tour that I filmed at the old facility, because I promised you guys and girls that like a few times now, and I didn't get it done, so I want to get a record of that fish room before I tore it down. So I have that recorded also. It's on my phone. I just have to download the files onto this device here, edit it, and put it out. So I might do that Wednesday and Thursday, because I have some spare time and I'm at work, and it'll be longer days, but I'll have spare time to work on my own projects, not like the last month and a half of torture. And I also burnt. See, I burnt at work, suntan, and it's peeling. This is all the peeling area. It's all peeled, and then that's the area that still needs to peel, and all here. So it's not fun. My neck, all here. See, different color. It's crazy, right? I burnt like at least 3 shades there. Crazy. What's going on, AG? All right, signing off. Okay, love you guys and girls. If you want to help out the movement, like, share, subscribe if you haven't, and also become members. It helps you out quite a bit. Also being a member, I believe. I think there's a lot of benefits. Like, I wish other people did similar projects or similar things with their members. I know Father Fish does. You can contact him directly if you're a member, which is cool. So that's something you have the option here also. So thank you so much. I love you all. God bless you. I'll see you soon.